I don't know about you, but I've never particularly been a computer gamer. I've played a few games, a flight simulator, or I've got behind a virtual driving wheel or onto the football pitch in virtual world, but I've never really been that good at it. Being a father of teenage sons, though, you're never too far away from a game's console. But as a dad, I quickly learned that there was a button, a really helpful button that I could use at any time that would help me get out of a sticky situation. It was the reset button. You see, at any point when I was hopelessly failing in the game, when normally I was losing, dreadfully behind on multiple laps, I could press this button and it gave me an opportunity to start all over again. This season, post-pandemic, has been described as a season of reset. An opportunity to reimagine, think about doing things differently. Perhaps as a leader, you've spent time listening to God in your study, writing down vision, thinking and planning of what church could look like, what mission and ministry could look like in this new season. Maybe on one of your exercise days, you've been on top of a mountain or on your knees in prayer, and God's downloaded something into your spirit that you're so excited. It's time to reset and do things differently. You see, but when it comes to reset, when it comes to bringing about change, there's an interesting model that I've learned to listen to that's been quite helpful for me. A gentleman called John Cotter introduced an 8-stage model for change management. You might want to look at it yourself. Cotter is spelled Kotter. Don't worry, I'm not going to go through all 8 stages, but one thing he suggests is before we get to stage 2, which is the vision sharing, and please think about having bold and exciting and courageous visions. Think about sharing them repeatedly in as many ways as we can. But before we get to that stage, he suggests the most important thing we need to do is help people understand the need for change. You see, as leaders, we can be so excited about launching into new possibilities and opportunities that we leave people behind who just aren't on the same page that we are. I've been married for 26 years, and there are some things I'm reasonably good at around the house. I can cook, I can take the bins out when I remember. But when it comes to hanging out the washing on the line, we've had many disputes in our family. You see, I'm just happy to get the job done. As long as the peg is vaguely on the garment and it's hanging there, I'm happy. But my wife has a particular method, a way that every garment needs to be hung in order for it to effectively dry. I was never, ever convinced until my favourite shirt got a hole right in the middle of it. I was so disappointed. I realised it was probably because I'd been hanging the peg right in the middle of the shirt repeatedly, and eventually it had worn away unnecessarily. At that moment, I started to listen to my wife's vision for clothes hanging in a whole new way, because I understood the need for change. As we emerge, as we reset, as we reimagine what ministry is going to look like in 2021, 22, 23, 5 years and beyond. Yes, share vision. Yes, encourage those around us. Paint a picture of where God is leading us and taking us, but help people understand the need for change. It's essential to leadership.